Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports radio station KCAA, home to the Asian Oprah, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, Audible, Amazon Music, Podchasers, JioSaavn, Spreaker, Rumble, Tiki Live, and more. I am Dr. Marissa, your hashtag positively opinionated host, and I am delighted to welcome you to show 887. This is 565 consecutive weeks on the air, and I'm so delighted that people were wrong almost 10 years ago who said that there would be absolutely no way a show about hope and happiness could survive, that I'm not talking about gossip, scandal, or K-words, no Kardashian, no Kanye talk at all, and I'm glad they were wrong. And I'm so delighted today to have a very special guest. This is a very special day for me. I am receiving my 19th award, and I'm so grateful. And we already have someone in the chat, to say, let's see, we've got MD Soleiman saying congratulations. I am so delighted to be able to welcome Dr. John D. Carter, who is the president and CEO of the Gestalt Center for Organization System Development. Did I get that right? And there's so much more to say about him, but I just wanted to welcome first Dr. John to the studio because you can see he's here with me. Good morning, Dr. John Carter.
Good morning, Dr. Marissa.
I'm so delighted to have you here. And before I give you a formal introduction, I do this now, the gratitude exercise, which is breakfast with Dr. Marissa and Dr. Carter this morning, where we take a bite of my gratitude sandwich, 8 specific things we're grateful for at the top of the bun. And then the bottom of the bun is 8 things we appreciate about ourselves, no matter what award you're getting. How do you like yourself? And that way you can sandwich your day in the most positive way. So you ready to play along with me?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to go back and forth. And anybody who is streaming right now, and I see eyeballs in the studio, so delighted to welcome you. If you're driving, please do not try to comment and type. But if you land somewhere, please go to my YouTube channel where it's streaming live. You can participate there. I think that's where MD came from. Also on my LinkedIn, where Dr. John found me, as well as my Facebook page. So play along. What are you grateful for this morning? And I'll go ahead and start. I am grateful that as much as we needed the rain, that the sun is out today because I'm solar powered. I'm grateful for that. What are you grateful for, Dr. John?
Dr. Marissa, I'm grateful that my boards have given me the permission to grant you this Lifetime Achievement Award on their behalf.
And I am grateful for technology that allows you to present me with the award from Ohio.
I'm grateful for my health and well-being since I've been through quite a journey over the last 16 years, and today and probably in the best health that I've been in 16 years.
Fantastic. I'm grateful that I have reclaimed the love of my body with a release of 35 pounds this last year, Valentine's to Valentine's.
I am grateful that this is a wonderful day as I look out the window here. And when we're finished, I'm probably going to go for a walk.
Yay. And that is the top of the button. Now we go to the bottom of the button. I don't see any comments right now of your gratitude, but I'm just assuming you're doing it with whoever you're with. So we'll go to the bottom of the button is what do we like about ourselves? And the reason why we do this is because I want you to exercise your muscle of self-care. A lot of the demise and the dis-ease with life, I believe, that's my BS, my belief system, that it's because you stem from a place that you don't truly appreciate who you are, probably because there were not great cheerleaders in your life. But that's okay, because it's never too late to cheerlead for yourself, even if you're Chinese and there's a saying, the nail that stands up is hammered down. It is your birthright to know who you are and how fabulous you are 88% of the time. So I appreciate that I have a good sense of humor.
So I'm going to join you in that. I am appreciative that I have a good sense of humor, and I'm appreciative that I love your humor.
Oh, yay. I appreciate that others get my humor and laugh along, because laughter is the best sound in the world for me. And the best reason why I got a divorce, because my husband would tell me like almost every day that I was not funny. So I reclaimed my funniness in the divorce. Go ahead, John.
I'm appreciative of and like the fact that I and my colleagues have been able to put together a body of knowledge that we call Gestalt OSD, and that we just finished as a week ago getting the paper second edition of it printed, which means that it will be available for perpetuity.
Yay. Hold on. Let me do this. Being a PhD, which stands for piled higher and deeper, that is an amazing feat. I know that. I'm so glad I don't have to publish papers anymore. All right. It looks like, is Vivek Sheknar someone from your organization? John?
I'm sorry?
Is Vivek Shekhar someone
Yes,
from your? Oh, okay. Can I add him to the stream?
sure.
All right. Hello,
Really?
Vivek. This is an OD alum. Nice to see you. Let's see if we can get a better. No, it's not letting me. There we go. No, that's too big. Let's just go back to that. Good morning, sir. We're doing our appreciations. You're going to tag along and tell me, what do you appreciate about yourself? Oh, your microphone's off. Hold on. Unmute mic. How's that? Can't unmute because they chose to mute themselves.
Muted.
Okay, I'll let you do that. John, go ahead. Oh, there we go. What do you appreciate about yourself?
Yeah, I appreciate what do I you have to give me a minute. I just drove in from out of town, and we didn't have electricity for the last 5 days. I'm just appreciating right now just being able to be in my home with heat and not being have to stay in a hotel for now. So
Oh,
let me start
wow.
with that.
Wonderful. Well, we'll finish off this exercise. I'll give you a chance to set up there. And I appreciate that I love to dress up. And awards are a good reason to dress up. So I appreciate that. I'm a fashionista. How's that? All right. Last appreciation, John.
I appreciate that I was able to drive down to Indiana University, which is my alma mater, and spend some time with friends that I haven't seen in 50 to 60 years, have a great time, and get back safely, even though I ended up driving 2 hours in the dark last night, and driving at night is not one of my favorite things anymore.
Oh, wow. That is, I'm I'm glad you made it back safely. Yeah, I just had my eye surgery, the second eye. So I hear you with driving. I haven't been able to drive at night for a while. So I'm grateful that I'm almost there. All right. So there is having breakfast with Dr. Marissa and the gratitude and appreciation exercise. I would ask you to do the appreciations before you go to bed tonight. So the last thing on your mind before you go to sleep is not what I didn't get done, who done me wrong, how the world is just a terrible place. And no wonder we have a sleeplessness epidemic. So instead, when you go to bed with a smile on your face because you know that everything's going to be okay, that is the purpose of this exercise. The challenge is 30 consecutive days. I promise you will have an amazing day. It just builds and builds and builds. And I've had a lot of people who have told me that I was correct, and I like being right. So here we go. Let's see if we can. Did you want to do the presentation with Vivek on?
We can do it either way. I just want to say one thing to you very quickly, Dr. Marissa, about your appreciations and having people do that before they go to sleep at night. One of the things of our body of knowledge is the power of intention, but particularly the power of thought. You know, the notion that from one perspective, thought is the most powerful action. And if you put out your intention, as I think you're teaching people, it basically at that moment in time creates a reality for you. There's nothing more powerful than that.
You're absolutely right. And that's why I do it. And thank you for the affirmation on that. And I'm just going to run into your bio so that people know who is with me in the studio today. Dr. John Carter is an internationally prominent organizational consultant and innovative educator. He is a founder and currently president and CEO of the Gestalt Center for Organization and Systems Development, OSD. John has worked in the field of applied behavioral and social sciences since 1969. He's the founder and CEO of John D. Carter and Associates and served as faculty member at several of the top USA educational institutions. Example, Gestalt Institute of Cleveland, Sandbrook Institute, Benedictine College, Columbia University, Case Western Reserve University. Yeah, that's impressive. He has served as an executive board or trustee member of many of the leading organizations involved in OD. Example, GIC, Gestalt International Study Center, NTL, National Training Laboratories, Fielding Graduate University, and ODN, and is an emeritus member of NTL. John earned his PhD from CWRU's renowned organizational behavior program. He is a Kappa Alpha Psi and Alpha Phi Omega member. As an independent consultant, John has worked for over 40 CEO of major domestic and international organizations. He's a co-founder and developer of groundbreaking training programs in OSD at GIC, where he began as a student in the 60s and went on to serve as a faculty member, CEO, director of corporate training, program and finance director, dean of faculty, and OSD center head. He is a GIC Distinguished Honorary Fellow and Lifetime Achievement Award. In 2009, he was awarded the ODN Lifetime Achievement Award. Throughout his career, John practices heartfulness meditation and is a preceptor in Ram Chandra Mission. John, the son of Ann Barg and Arthur L. Carter Sr., is an original Tuskegee and your dad, an original Tuskegee Airman, and lives in Pepper Pike, Ohio, with his wife Veronica and daughter Annalise. Please welcome to my studio, Dr. John Carter. And we got fingers on that introduction there. So fingers, I've got a thumbs up, not that finger. We have a thumbs up, and I absolutely, oh, he's not there again. He just sent me a connection. Okay. So, I think he's talking about on LinkedIn. So let me do that. We can multitask here. And I am so delighted that you found me. So how did this all start? Or actually, I know you have like a whole ceremony. We're going to do that ceremony. So you take over now. I don't want to be the host. This is your show today.
Well, this is your show. And
Yeah.
I'm appreciative that you and your followers are giving us a little bit of time to uh, present you and grant you this award that is granted by my board of directors. But I want to make a very personal statement before I just get into the official part of this, and that's to say, I have followed you for some time, Dr. Marissa, and there are very few people in the world that I would say I feel so aligned with in terms of history, present, just who you are and how you use yourself and the mastery that you have and the congruency that it has with our body of knowledge. So I've been waiting for some time to actually make this moment a reality, and I'm just delighted that it's here.
Well, I received that love and appreciation and attention, and I accept.
So, Dr. Marissa, this honor is bestowed upon individuals who have made a difference with their presence in a manner that contributes to the purpose of the GestaltOSD Center. The award recognizes professionals who have enhanced awareness of use of self and self-mastery by distinguishing themselves in their careers and have made significant contributions to their community, to the state, and to the nation through their professional service, public service, and civic activities. You need no introduction with your followers, but I want to say a few words about you for those who may not be your followers who have joined us this morning for your show and for this presentation. Dr. Marissa is an active, sought-after expert both in reader and the listener world. Her YouTube channel has had over 285,000 views, and her following is over the 500 million mark across print, radio, podcasts, and TV platforms. She is a red carpet interviewer, both as talent and interviewing talent, with A-listers like Halle Berry, John Travolta, Quincy Jones, and she is often referred to as the Asian Oprah. She has an earned PhD from Alliance International University in organizational psychology. And among her many honors, which she, I think, said there are 19 of, or 19 or 20 someplace in there, which are quite a few. I'm just going to name a few of them. Excellence in Media Award, the Iconic Woman Creating a Better World for All Award in New Delhi, India, the Asian Heritage Award, the AWE Lotus Business Person of the Year, Asian Entrepreneur of the Year Award, Remarkable Woman of the Year, and Role Model of the Year in Business and Media. Dr. Marissa sings, composes, and plays original music, and has performed in jazz clubs all over the world. She is skilled in marketing, publishing, producing, writing, video, editing, production design, and has built her own brand single-handedly on a shoestring budget after a costly $4 million loss in an expensive divorce. Her two life mottos, which were in the beginning of her opening today: no regrets for the past, and don't die wondering for the future. Marissa Pei makes a difference with her presence. We believe through her presence, she is contributing to the GestaltOSD purpose of transforming humankind. She embodies our aspirations of compassion, joy, and kindness. And more than anything else, I want to say that she combines being ordinary, unique, and human in a way that has created and made her an extraordinary person and presence in the world. The Gestalt OSD Center Lifetime Achievement Awardees and outstanding graduates are recognized for presenting the Gestalt OSD body of knowledge in their actions and deeds. Each of them has made a difference with their presence and contributed to the transformation of humankind. Dr. Marissa has touched many lives with her presence. The Gestalt OSD faculty and board members have requested that I, on their behalf, hereby grant Marissa the Gestalt OSD Lifetime Achievement Award.
Shit. That was beautiful.
I see it there on your desk, a certificate that we sent you.
Yes, it is. Right, hold on. I have to. Tears are the disinfectant that keep your heart soft. So my heart is very soft this morning and very, I did not write that bio. Actually, John pulled from some of my stuff and made the other stuff up from things that he had seen in my social and over the years. So I gotta relook at that list and add to my resume. I like the way you put that together. So thank you. And this is what I got in the mail. So this is a certificate. Do you want me to show the certificate?
And I'll read what it says.
Okay.
It may show up backwards. Okay, no, it shows up forwards on there. Great. So that certificate says the Gestalt OSD Center Lifetime Achievement Award is conferred upon Marissa C. Pay, PhD, in recognition of personal and professional achievements and for ongoing commitment to the Gestalt OSD body of knowledge. It's signed by me, John D. Carter, as the president of the Gestalt OSD Center, by Rachel Saporin, the chairperson of the board of the Gestalt Institute of Cleveland Organization and Systems Development Integrative Studies Center. That's always a mouthful to say. And by Howard Jackson, is the chairperson of the board of the Gestalt OSD Center. We have two entities. That's the reason we have two chairpersons.
I see. That's great. And thank you, Lee Wilford, who just said congratulations. He's one of my longtime supporters. So thank you for that.
And
yes,
this
is the most, I have to say, of the ninth, this is my 19th award. And I will say hands down, this is the most beautiful of all of my awards. So I'm going to unveil this. You see one in his hand, but this one is truly magnificent in every single way. And it's heavy, so I get to use it for my arm toning. But is this not the most beautiful? Let's see if we can get my microphone's in the way. So you can see it's made out to myself, Lifetime Achievement Award. But look at how beautiful this goddess is. So get out of the way. Isn't she beautiful? Like, she looks like an Erte, and she's one of my favorite artists. And look at the globe. The globe is gorgeous. So you can see it's a glass globe and it's very heavy. So I'm like, yeah. So MD's like, wow. Yeah, exactly. This is absolutely incredibly beautiful. Thank you also for the support, MD. Here we I'm getting people mixed up. That's why. Okay. So
it's wonderful to see your delight.
I just love it.
Makes me happy and touches my heart.
Truly, she's magnificent. I'm going to Canada. My mom's in palliative care now, and I almost want, if it weren't so heavy, I would take it with me to show her because it's so beautiful. Oh no, I'm not putting her back in the box. It's official. I can leave her out of the box. I was trying to wait until the presentation to take it out of the box, but I couldn't wait. It was just too beautiful. She was too beautiful. Let's see if I put her here and
So
switch
let me
it with
continue here
my.
for a moment. Just to fully appreciate this award, I'd like to share a few words about the Gestalt OSD Center and the Gestalt OSD body of knowledge. And so this will take just a few minutes here. Please stay with me. It's occurred to me that the natural human processes at the heart of the Gestalt OSD Center body of knowledge could easily be called natural path change. I prefer to call them black gold. Why do I call Gestalt OSD black gold? The color black marks the beginning. We start at the beginning, the mother, the original condition. In this color, there is no separation between human, non-human, superhuman, no oppressive separation between self and other. We remember ourselves, and in our remembering, we become one with the ultimate, which is and has ever been present. The original and divine condition is within us, and it is accessible to each of us. The color gold reminds us that the gold is golden, but does not consist of material gold. Becoming one with source is the real goal. Our transformation begins with going inward and acknowledging our capacity to change both ourselves and the universe. Develop yourself, and you increase your capability to make a difference with your presence. And you can change the universe. A single thought of yours has the power of potentially changing the universe. All the Gestalt OSD awardees have made a significant difference with their presence at multiple levels of system. Black gold seems an appropriate name for the phenomena and the conceptual frames that we have created to perceive and work with. Black is a multidimensional color. It evokes intelligence and authority, Supreme Court roles. It's differentiated by rebellion, bad guy, shrouded in mystery, outer space, and is suggestive of death in Western cultures, for example, funerals. Black conjures vast symbolic meanings, style, power, mystery, sophistication, formality, elegance, wealth, evil, death, fear, emptiness, darkness, seriousness, conventionality, rebellion, anarchism, unity, and sorrow. Gold is characterized by longevity, beauty, durability, a malleability without loss of value or substance. Is suitable for both the extraordinary, the wedding rings, and the mundane. Scrap gold is cashed in for a fraction of the original worth. Like gold, the OSD conceptual frameworks we speak of cannot tarnish. They describe and define individual and collective experiences that are comparatively free of cultural, racial, gender, and ethnic constraints regarding interior exploration of self-awareness. The frameworks are durable. They're unaffected by the passage of time, yet capable of endless renewal. They can be used at the individual level for self-assessment, self-awareness, and self-mastery, and they yield both breathtaking and practical insights when used as observational lenses at any level of system. Black gold is the yin and yang. Black gold is paradoxical. The yin-yang structure represents light, dark, male, female, plus, minus. Each is within the other. The lowest is not in the highest, but seek the highest in the lowest, and you will experience the end of such duality. Nothing is more important than the development of soul with a capital S and self with a capital S. And this logo that I'm talking about actually is a black circle that has the word spirituality and harmony in the center of it. And it looks like the Tao symbol, which you use at the opening of your show, which is another one of those kind of parallel things that I love about the common ground that we stand on. The Spirituality Harmony logo represents the essence of Black gold. Spirituality represents the original condition, and harmony represents our struggle for balance and a life worth living, a life here on the physical material plane. Spirituality harmony reminds us of the need to use both wings to fly. The circle represents wholeness. Every part is a whole, and every whole is a part. The beginning and the end are inseparable. In the beginning is the end, the essential return from soul to soul, the trip from original condition to original condition. It's a paradoxical process as we move through de-evolution in order to evolve. This natural process of change is thus aptly named by Arnold Weiser the paradoxical theory of change, and it's the cornerstone change concept in the GestaltOSD body of knowledge. I'm going to be personal and drop all the formality. Marissa, you represent the GestaltOSD Center's purpose and body of knowledge in your actions and intent. Continue to live to make a difference with your presence. Our faculty, our board members, our graduates from around the world welcome you to the list of the distinguished GestaltOSD Lifetime Achievement honorees. The use of self and self-mastery is the gift that keeps on giving. Our hearts are full of gratitude that you are who you are. Thank you for touching our hearts with your love and presence. We are thankful for the difference that you have made and continue to make in the world and in our lives. Congratulations.
And thank you, Dr. John Carter, for that beautiful, very illustrative and colorful explanation of Black gold that is my newest moniker here. I'm going to add it to Asian Oprah. And by the way, I was actually introduced to Oprah as the Asian Oprah, which is really nice, by Michael Bernard Beckwith, who is kind of my big brother who introduced me to this whole thing called spirituality. I was brought up really religious, which I think is like a precursor to agnosticism and atheism sometimes for those of us who grew up with an angry God. And so like many, I just sort of put that in a category and turn my back on it. But what I know and embody and love about my life now is that I don't have to turn my back on something that is one life-giving force. Qi is the name of it in Chinese, eternal energy that you spoke of, the source and the parallels that we have from different angles even. And I listening to the description of GestaltOSD and what your mission and all of that is such a beautiful parallel that we, it doesn't really matter where you get it from, and that there's so much harmony in so many different roads that come to the same place. And that really struck me today as you were speaking, and how beautiful that is. I actually distinguish the difference between religion and spirituality as religion is for people who want to avoid going to hell, and spirituality is for those of us who've already been there. So the hardships that we have in life, I think, are just the growing ground of learning how to connect ourselves to something that really is beyond the external circumstance, beyond the external, what's happening to us, beyond what's happening to that conditional, circumstantial poop that happens to many of us, if not all of us. And to transcend that and to look at our lives as this incredible opportunity to live and embrace this life force that's expanding through us, as us, is truly a gift of life. And that's why it's called the present moment. So, yes.
Dr. Marissa, my mother, once she was standing in the kitchen, I had come back from my first year in college, and I left the church when I was 13, is one of our beliefs these days of mine is that uh, where religion ends, spirituality begins, and where religion typically separates, spirituality joins. But I want to tell you a quick story. I came home after my first year in college, and I said to my mother, I said, I thought I was agnostic. I said, because, I left the church when I was 13 years old. I said, but I've spent this last year in college going to churches and trying to find God there. And I haven't been able to find God. I said, so I thought, well, maybe I'm just agnostic because I went to the Presbyterian church, I went to the Catholic church, I went to the Lutheran church. I practically went to every church there is in Bloomington, Indiana. Same thing, no fulfillment, politics, et cetera, et cetera. She's at the sink, Dr. Marissa, she says, without turning around, John, if you fell into a ditch and it was dark and the ditch was damp and cold and night came along and you'd been yelling all along, but nobody had come and found you or gotten you out of the ditch, and now you're exhausted, you didn't know what to do. She said, what would you do? And without thinking, I said, pray to God. And she never turned around. She just kept doing the dishes. So you're mentioning China. One of the things that was interesting for me about the phenomenon of God and spirituality and religion was when we first started working with people in China. To talk about God was basically talk about cheese in the sky. I mean, it just had no significance or meaning, whatsoever. But there is a notion of some ultimate, some source from which we all come, and of course that's referred to as the Tao or Chi, as you were saying. So again, if you pay attention, there is a common ground, and there is a place that we can join.
Yes, absolutely. I love the saying too that the difference. Well, religion is people who say in God's house in God's mansion there are many rooms, but mine's the penthouse and yours is the basement. So, this is why I don't really care how you get to a place of feeling that you are not alone, not just, meaningless, chaotic on a desert island for this thing called life and waiting to go to die to get to heaven. If you have whatever religion or practice or discipline you have that allows you to be more than who you are, that you can embrace that larger part of you so that you have access to the creativity that created the worlds and made sure that every grain of sand is different, then do so. I think we get hung up on the path to get to where we think we want to go when really that is all within us. And that, isn't it wonderful that there's so many different ways to get to that place? And it would be so boring if there was only one way. And so when people are evangelical about their way's the only way and the Bible's the only way and Jesus is the only way and I'm right and you're wrong, that hurts my heart, because it just really speaks to the a little bit of ignorance that exists, that keeps us, killing each other in the name of God, killing each other in the name of religion, because somehow you took that one beautiful belief to a place that was not meant to be. God never said, I love this and I hate that. It's not, it's just not that way. So that's my 8 cents worth on that.
Yeah. Well, to your point, some years ago, we sat down, my colleagues and I, and we were looking back over 40 years of work that we had done in corporations and said, what's allowed us to be successful and to support our clients and client systems being successful? And interestingly enough, we came up with the word love. And The only place that had come up in my work before was I had worked with Touche Ross and Company for almost 20 years. And when we were doing mergers, acquisitions, and takeovers to support them moving from number 7 to number 1 in their business and industry in Canada, what came out of the appreciative study was all of them said that love was the thing that they thought had made the greatest difference in relationship to their being able to what they had done in the organization. And I had never heard the word love mentioned in that organization in 15 years of being in it, but it just popped up out of this data. And so we began to ask, well, what does this word love mean in that context? And basically it just means full acceptance of what is. Full acceptance of the past, full acceptance of the present, full acceptance of the future, all of which are present in the present moment. And to just be able to be there with that past, present, and future, accepting of the full what is. And so I think I mentioned to you that we started opening all of our sessions, whether it is with one person or 10 people or 1,000 people or 2,000 people, doing a call and response of what is love. And I'm going to ask you to do that with me for just a few minutes before we come to a close. I'll say, what is love? And you say, love is. And let's do quick 3 rounds of it. And you say, what is love? And I'll say, love is. And we can even ask your audience if they'll do it for themselves in terms of answering that question.
Absolutely. If you've just tuned in and wondering what the heck is going on in the studio today, it's a very special day for me. I'm receiving my 19th award, a Lifetime Achievement Award from Dr. John Carter, who's president and CEO of the Gestalt Center for OSD, which stands for Organization System Development. Some of you know my PhD is as an organizational psychologist, and this is my field. And I was noticed by Dr. John for, I guess, many years. He's been stalking me, and I didn't know, pleasantly stalking me, and nominated me and is granting me this incredible award today. And this is my beautiful statue. And before I do your call and response, I need to introduce you to Steve Farber, who's a colleague of mine in different circles, who does exactly what you're saying. He brings love to the workplace, and he's a best-selling author in hard change management, not soft skills, not, and love sounds like a very soft side of whatever. And you're absolutely right. Love is the essence of, so that'll be my first response. You say love, I say essence of life. And then go ahead.
What is love?
Having what you want and wanting what you have.
So you say, what is love?
Oh, what is love?
Love is acceptance. Go ahead.
What is love?
Love is being in the moment.
What is love?
Love is loving oneself. Let's do one more with you. What is love?
I think it's Eckhart Tolle or Thich Nhat Hanh who said, love is being one with life. 3 words, one with life. And joy on steroids. That's love for me.
So I'll just close that off by saying whatever responses people make, that's true for them. And so that's accurate from their perspective. So we never challenge what another person says love is for them, even though we have a notion of our belief statement in relationship to love, which is full acceptance, and a statement in relationship to the skill statement. But the power of the activity, in the same way as you talk about appreciation, is simply to be able to accept what is, no matter what people. And the interesting thing, Dr. Marissa, is it changes the frequency and the vibration of a room when you do that call and response in relationship to love. And I think that much of what you do with your show, with your presence, and with your gratitude and happiness of it, you're basically having people change their frequency and vibration of their being in the moment. And by changing my frequency and vibration, I change the frequency and vibration of others around me. I don't change them. I'm simply creating the condition that they move toward a frequency and a vibration that is lighter for themselves.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for that recognition. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. And I shouldn't say that. My theme for this year is go up. UP stands for unlimited possibilities, because since the pandemic, people are hunkered down and they're looking down and they're protecting and waiting for the other shoe to drop. And in order to go up, you have to open and then you have to look up. And that energetic raising, that is exactly what I'm trying to do. So thank you for recognizing that. It is truly, it just feels better. People ask me all the time, why are you so positive? And honestly, the bottom line is it just feels better to look at the bright side, to look at what's good, to appreciate, to be in gratitude. It just feels better. That's it. I can't theorize any more than that. And before we run out of time, I do have an Asian Oprah giveaway today. In fact, I have very many. Dr. John Carter has been extremely generous, not just one book, but several copies of these books. And I wanted you to speak to them before we run out of time. This one is called Making a Difference with Your Presence, and Use of Self and Self-Mastery. I have 3 copies here to give away. So go to drmarissa.life and put down, I want to make a difference. And those people will get a copy of this book. You'll just have to pay for shipping, but I will get that out to you. And I strongly recommend, if you're at a place where you just you're out of ideas and you're not happy, this is for you. All right. So I have 3 of those. And then making a difference. Is this a journal? Oh, it's a beautiful. Does this come with the book?
They're separate or together. So,
oh, okay. So
yeah,
if you want a journal with that,
do it separately.
Do it separately. Okay. This is full of possibilities right here. You can make a difference. How can you make a difference with my presence in life? And you notice presence is a gift, right? It's a present. So drmarissa.life, put in a journal and I'll know that you want the journal. All right. So there's 6 giveaways.
There's an executive summary of the body of knowledge in the front of each of those journals. And also one of those books is for you.
Oh, so there's less than that. I get one.
Yours is signed, not the journal, the other book.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. I may want to keep a journal too. So there's a nice introduction here. The paradoxical theory of change. So if you want science to support your growth and your presence, circle of experience, organizational. It's so cool to see my training support the work that I'm doing. So half of the stuff that I do, I don't realize, and until I met Dr. John in person, I didn't realize, there's no accident that I have a PhD in this. I thought it was separate from what I was doing, but it is just all part of the growth and the extension and the purposeful, non-accidental, I've been calling it accidental, not accidental path that I've taken.
If I can say one thing before we come to a close here, I want to join you in one other way. Your thing of encouraging people to go higher. I'm wanting to start a movement where we get people to change the way that they think, change their worldview, change their Weltanschauung from being self-serving to being self-serving and whole-serving at the same time. Because everything that I do, everything that I think, it is self-serving. And there's nothing critical about that. There's nothing negative about it. But I don't have to ask the question, is this serving me? Because if it wasn't serving me, I wouldn't be doing it, bad, good, or ugly. But the question of is it whole serving is a different question. And so, how can I, with every thought and every behavior, ask myself, and to what extent does this serve the whole at whatever level of system you want to move it up to?
Trying to have my award and I in the same frame here. It's all about, she's so beautiful. I just love her so much. Absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up, because let's see how much time I have. Polly's probably like texting me. We have 4 minutes. So, oh, are you putting the, I didn't see what you just said. Or what were you holding up?
No, I was taking a picture of you with a globe.
Oh, that's so cute. Here, you got it here, with my name on them.
Oops.
Yeah, we got to get the picture. This is for the your website, huh?
I'll let you send me one for that. This is just
okay. There we go. Where was I? Oh, selfishness. I think that we have been a byproduct of well-meaning, but more mean than well, society, religions, leadership that said that to be selfish is bad. And I think that BS, that belief system has got to, its time has come to be busted, because we have a lot of people running around looking for love in all the wrong places, trying to please other people. Everything's about service. Everything's about helping everybody else, and nothing left for you. So I believe that self-care is really selfishness turned upright. So we're not here, I believe, we're not here to just be of service, just exactly what you said. I am serving myself by being of service because it makes me feel good to be of service. But I'm not here to kill myself slaving away to make sure you're happy, because that's never going to work. Because one, you're fickle, and one thing that makes you happy today is not what you're going to be asking me for tomorrow. So it is my job to, I say God, or I call him my UPS man, my universal power source, who I plug into every morning when I pray and meditate. That's the order: UPS man, self, and then others, not everybody else, and then God, or whatever, and then yourself. You're not at the bottom. You've got to be right next to source. You've got to be above, serving yourself in love and joy to be able to help other people. And that's my final word. What's your, oh shoot, we have no time. Polly just said, it's time to go. I am so grateful. Thank you so much for my Lifetime Achievement Award, Dr. John Carter and the Gestalt OSD. It's all about balance. Go ahead, say something.
10 seconds to close with an intention.
Yes, please.
Among all people in the world, let there be compassion, let there be kindness, let there be love, and let there be peace.
Beautiful. Thank you. It's all about balance. Peace in, peace out, world peace through inner peace. This is Dr. Marissa reporting live on Take My Advice. I'm Not Using It. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind. We'll see you tomorrow. For Lucy Oballs and Desi Arnaz's daughter, Lucy Arnaz.